Hello students, welcome back to your computer science class. So basically, somehow the last week's video had a little glitch and I couldn't upload another one due to some internet problems at home, actually in my area, in my building. So I'm doing that video again for you all today, where I'm going to do nested if else. Nested if else is basically a if else inside an if else. Uh, you all have already done elif statements now. So technically, you all will be able to see the difference between nested if else and elif. But today I'm going to be teaching you all if else, and we are going to do if else to find the greater of three numbers. Okay, because the best way to teach is through examples, and I love when I do it in front of you all so that I can explain while I'm doing it and you all understand each and every step. So we'll start with nested if else today. Okay, so this was the nested if else program that I had done last week. So basically in this program, I'm taking a number and I am finding out if it is an even number. And if it is an even number, I am finding out if it is an even number above 50 or it's an even number below 50. Okay, so now in this statement, the way I have made this is basically over here I'm inputting a number. Over here we input a number, we save it in the alphabet A. Then I'm just doing A modulus 2. Now A modulus 2 is basically finding if there is any remainder after you divide it by number 2. So if I say A divided by 2, let's say 4 divided by 2. When I do 4 divided by 2, do I have any remainder left? No, 2 twos are 4, so there is no remainder left. But if I say 5 divided by 2, I will say 2 twos are 4 and 1 will be a remainder. Hence, when there is a remainder, okay, so when I say A modulus 2, that means is there a remainder when you divide it by 2? If it is yes, if the answer I get over there is the number 1. Is 1 equal to 0? No. That means it will go to the else part of that statement. So over here you can see there are two if else. There is one if here who has a parallel else over here, and there is another if over here inside which has another else over here. I could actually have another if else here or an if else here also. So I will do that for you all over here. I'm going to also find out even if the number is odd, is it above something else? If A is more than 50, print the odd number. The number is odd and above 50. And I can say else, print. In else, you never have a condition. You should remember that. In else, you can't give a condition. Else, the number is odd and below 50. Okay, so over here I'm doing 2. I'm saying enter a number and then finding out if it's odd. If it's odd, I'm saying it's an even number. If it's odd, I'm saying I'm checking if it's above 50. If it's odd and above 50, then I say it is. Then I reply the number is odd and above 50. If it's not above 50, automatically goes in this else condition. So I have trained my computer to take an input, do some calculation, and give an appropriate reply depending on the output that the computer gets, depending on the calculation that my computer makes. Now let's save this program and then run this program. Let's run the program. Enter a number, let's say 57. The number is odd and above 50. Let's try it again. let's say the number is 16. The number is even, an even number below 50. All right. So this was a nested if else where I have one if else and inside this if else I have other if else. Okay. So your homework for this particular part of the equation will be, okay, let me give you one more example and then I will give you the homework just so that I know you have understood it better. So I'll say file, new file. Okay. And let's open it. Okay. So I want another example for nested if else. Nested if else, yes. Okay. So over here, I'm going to take an alphabet from the user maybe. But I think numbers are easy. We'll take a number from the user and we will, what can we find out about it? Okay. So you do this. I'm going to take a number and I'm going to tell the user if it's between 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 or 15 to 20. Can I do that? Yes, I think that's a nice program. Or let me see if I find another one. Okay, so in my nested if else program right now, I'm going to take an input from the user, which is an integer input. I'm going to say a equals to integer input enter a number. Once I get the number, I want to check if that number is more than 50 or less than 50. Or let's say more than 20 or less than 20. Let's say I want to say, where can we do nested if else? Where we are going to check for two sets of condition. One set of condition can be, is it above 20 or under 20? And the other set of condition can be, is it above 5 or below 5? The third set of condition can be, is it above 3 or below 3? And then we can just keep giving conditions like that. But the aim of this particular program can be, just give me a moment. So take an input from the user and I want to know if that number okay, what if we do this? If the number is even, I want to add 5 to the number. And if the number is odd, I want to add 10 to the number, something like that. So first I have to find out if it's even or odd. So I say if a modulus 2 equals to 0, that means if the number is even. In simple English, this should mean to you by now that if the number is even. If the number is even, go inside and say if the number is even and if the number is below 50, then I want you to print a plus 10. Okay. If the number is even and above 50, I want you to add 10 to that number. Else, that means if the number is even, but it is not above 50, it is under 50, then I want you to deduct 10. Okay. Now, in the condition of else, what if it's not an odd, what if it's not an even number? In that case, I'm putting another if condition over here, saying if a is more than 50. If it's an odd number and it is more than 50, then I want to print the number minus 10. Okay, over here I'm doing reverse. Else does not have a condition. I'm saying print the number plus 10. Okay, let's save this first. I'm going to save it as my new nested if. Okay, and I'm going to run it. Enter a number, let's say 45. I got 55. Why? Because A45 is an odd number, so it goes here. And it is below 50. 45 is below 50. So it should have been, should not, 45 is below 50. So if it is more than 50, it would deduct 10, but it was less than 50. So it added 10. Okay. So if I had to do this again and I had to write 65 over there, for example, and I write 55, I will get 45 because this time it is going to deduct 10. So this is another example where first one was where I checked for an even or odd number, and after finding out, I added or I checked if it is above 50 or lower 50, and then I gave. The second example that I have shown you over here is if that number is odd or even, and if it's odd or even, I want to add something, I want to subtract something. These two programs you will practice for sure. The third program that I want you to practice is the one that you will do on your own, the challenge. In this challenge, what I want you all to do is, I want you all to take a number from the user and display which bracket it falls into. Now that you all know ELIF, you all are going to find it difficult because you all can do this very easily with ELIF. But I want you all to do it with multiple if else. I will explain to you all how. The brackets are 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, and 15 to 20. So now what you have to do is, you will take a number from the user. First, you will take the number. Then you are going to check if it's above 10 or lower than 10. Okay, you will check this condition. If it is about 10, you're going to, if it's about 10, if it's yes, it's about 10, then you're going to check if it's above 15. Okay, so again over here, if it's above 15, then you will display the number falls in the number is between 15 to 20. If it's under 15, you will say the number is between 10 to 15. Now, if the number is not about 10, then again you're going to check for two conditions. Is the number above 5 or lower than 5? So this is one challenge that I'm giving you all. Try and do this. Take a number from the user and display which bracket does the number fall into. Okay? Is this clear now? All right. So you all have 3 homework to do for this. For now, stay home, stay safe, take care, and keep learning. Thank you.